Brought to you by
youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to our second edition of UBC News Tonight on this 21st day of August 2025. I'm Lauryn Masika Kazimoto. Now, before we delve into our news stories this evening, let's first take a look at the top stories tonight.
Brought to you by
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
In our top stories tonight, VP Alupo at Tokyo International Conference on African Development lauds Japan's support for Africa. Strategies outlined to boost Uganda's tourism sector. Uganda cranes stay confident despite Senegal's strong record ahead of the CHAN 2024 quarterfinals. And Senegal lands in Uganda ahead of their highly anticipated CHAN 2024 quarterfinal clash with the Cranes.
Brought to you by
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Good evening once again. Now in our top story this evening, President Museveni has today met and held talks with the former president of Nigeria, His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, at State House in Entebbe. Dr. Jonathan, who arrived in Kampala on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, today officiated at the 14th graduation ceremony of Cavendish University, Uganda, where he serves as Chancellor. Now, during their meeting, the two leaders reflected on the long-standing bilateral ties between Uganda and Nigeria and explored opportunities to further strengthen economic cooperation between the two countries. President Jonathan commended the Ugandan head of state for the warm reception and he extended to him and praised Uganda's conducive environment for institutions of higher learning. He also hailed the steady progress made by Cavendish University, Uganda, since its establishment. The former Nigerian president informed President Museveni that Cavendish University, Uganda, which was licensed to operate in Uganda by the National Council for Higher Education in June 2008, has already applied for a charter to enhance its competitiveness in the region. The meeting was attended by government officials, representatives of the Nigerian High Commission, and other dignitaries. Vice President, retired Major Jessica Lupo, has commended the Tokyo International Conference on African Development and its partners for their continued role in advancing Uganda's development agenda and Africa's growth at large. Alupo, who is representing President Yoweri Museveni at the three-day TCAD 9 summit in Yokohama City in Japan, hailed the conference as a vital platform for fostering cooperation between Africa and Japan. The government of Japan has spearheaded TCAD since 1993, promoting investment, technology transfer and sustainable partnerships across Africa.
Excellencies, the theme of TCAD 9, i.e. co-create innovative solutions with Africa, is not only timely for Africa, but also well thought out. It is in strategic alignment to both international development frameworks like the Global Agenda 2030 and the African Union 2063 Agenda. In particular, in Uganda, it is aligned to the Uganda Vision 2040, which aims at transforming the Ugandan society from a peasant to a modern and prosperous country by 2040. Excellencies, Africa is endowed with abundant opportunities and resources, including agricultural products, oil and gas, minerals, tourism potential, etc. This TICAD9 high-level platform, therefore, provides an opportunity for us to discuss our priorities, including value addition to agricultural products, human capital development, technology, ICT, IA, and infrastructural development. Let me emphasize in this forum that the contribution of a competitive and vibrant private sector to Africa's development is immense. The private sector contributes the highest percentage to Africa's total production, revenue generation, employment, investments, and credit. As we co-create an enabling environment for the private sector in Africa is indeed very important. I'm very happy to note that TICAD9 has a component of a business expo and forum. In line with the main theme of TICAD9, I wish to inform you that Uganda has designed a purposeful development trajectory which includes agro-industrialization, tourism development, mineral development, science, technology, innovation, and infrastructural development. Finally, I would like in a special way to thank the African Union Commission and all our partners for championing Africa's development by using homegrown solutions to solve Africa's development challenges. We appreciate Japan's partnership with the whole of Africa and in particular Uganda's development. And I therefore wish to reaffirm to this conference that Uganda shall welcome the TICAD9 declaration. I thank you for
Government, through the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Intracom Fertilizers Uganda Limited to begin manufacturing organic fertilizers locally. Permanent Secretary, retired Major General David Kasura, signed on behalf of government, while investor Tikajika Adrian represented Intracom. Now, Prime Minister Robin Anabanja, who witnessed the signing, praised President Lauryn Museveni for his visionary leadership in attracting foreign investment to Uganda.
Uganda is among Africa's leading food producers with staples like maize, cassava and bananas. But the rapid depletion of soil nutrients threatens this position.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, agriculture in Uganda really requires us to improve the fertility of our soils. This is why we are here.
To address the challenge, government has partnered with Intracom Fertilizers Uganda Limited, which will establish a factory in Kampingisa, in Mpigi district, to manufacture organic fertilizers. The Prime Minister Robin Anabanja witnessed the signing and revealed that government has allocated 100 acres of land in Kampingisa for the factory, along with other amenities.
Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development should expedite the process of leasing the land to Chiga's Adrian. The Minister of Works and Transport, Minister of Water and Environment, Minister of ICT and National Guidance, Energy and Mineral Development should prepare the site and avail the necessary amenities.
The factory is expected to create jobs and reduce the high cost of imported fertilizers.
There should be no doubt in anybody's mind. The land is available, the investment is available. Within 18 months, we are going to have organic fertilizers in Uganda. So the coffee industry, the tea industry, the Benazis, all the cattle keepers who are growing grass for cows, and all the farmers are going to have something to add to their soil so that it becomes more productive.
It is an organo mineral which we are going to use from the resources which are going to come from Uganda. The investment worth for the whole project is going to take 180 million USD.
The factory's main raw material will be cow dung, supplemented by locally abundant phosphate and other inputs.
Cow dung now is going to become like a gold. The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries should organize farmers in the cattle corridor through parish circles to supply cow dung to the factory.
I'm very happy that what we have been requesting now is no longer being. I'm very happy for that. And I can assure you that what we have signed today, I will make it happen.
The Prime Minister has called for a multi-sectoral approach to support the successful establishment of the factory. Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.
The Uganda People's Defense Forces, UPDF, and the South Sudan People's Defense Forces, SSPDF, have reaffirmed their commitment to work together in addressing the recent security incidents along the shared border. Now, this was during a high-level meeting held at the Defense and Intelligence Headquarters in Mbuya, co-chaired by the UPDF Commander Land Force, Lieutenant General Kayanja Muhanga, and the South Sudan People's Defense Force Chief of Defense Forces, General Dao Aturjong Newall. We have the details.
An invitation from Uganda's Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, to his South Sudanese counterpart after his recent visit to Juba, where he met President Salva Kiir. Discussions focused on strengthening cooperation and security measures along the Uganda-South Sudan border. Speaking on behalf of General Kainerugaba, Lieutenant General Muhanga highlighted the long-standing ties between the two armies.
The struggles in the past that the SPLA went through, we were together. All our struggles here in Uganda, in the north and in South Sudan, when we were struggling against the rebels of Joseph Kony, we were together with the South Sudan Defense Forces. It's a very, very important relationship that has taken decades.
Addressing the recent border tensions, Lieutenant General Muhanga stressed dialogue over confrontation.
As we sit here today, to solve some of the incidents at our border, I call them just small incidents between sister forces. I think we don't need to forward blames before such a meeting that has come to solve the problem. What we need to do is to find the problems that have brought us here, and as leaders, we look for solutions.
General Newell, delivering greetings from President Kiir, reiterated South Sudanese commitment to joint action.
You know, sister country, if they don't pay business to each other, I think the gap will create itself. I'm new in the positions, so I'm lucky. I have almost 1 month in the office, so it is my luck to be invited to come here. As we are well aware, there are some spoilers in the border, and they are active. If we are not careful enough, they can even create misunderstanding among the friendly forces.
The meeting is expected to yield enhanced coordination and joint measures to safeguard border communities. Senior officers present include Major General Francis Takira, Deputy Commander Land Force Major General Richard Otto, Chief of Defense Intelligence and Security, Major General Felix Busizoli, Commander 4 Infantry Division, Brigadier General Moses Wandela, Joint Staff Legal Services, and other senior officers from both forces.
Now, in our special fact-finding series on how citizens are taking charge of challenges in their communities, we travel to Bunama Bugweri village in Kamuli district Here, residents joined hands to construct and maintain a 2-kilometer community road linking their homes to wider access routes and easing transport. Now, this initiative was born out of sensitization and training by the AIDS Education Group for Youth with support from Twaweza East Africa. Now, through a model known as Participatory Action Research, community members are encouraged to identify problems, analyze them together, and find their own solutions.
Residents of Bunamabugweri village in Kamuli district say the poor state of the road had become a major obstacle, especially during the rainy season, cutting them off access from schools, markets and health centers.
The health workers don't come. They dodge coming, saying the road, we cannot come to work because the road is impassable.
After advocacy by AIDS Education Group for Youth AJ, under the Participatory Action Research approach, villagers agreed that this was the most urgent issue to tackle.
Twali tuligano twabona ekitongole kyebeta Twaweza ekiva mu AJ kyaida kyatubuza ebizibu bye tuli nabyo mu kitundu. Twabona ebizibu kamaala bye twali nabyo nga n'ebyoluguudo birimu. Batubuza bitusobola okwekolera ku ifwe bene. Twajja okubona ngo ebyoluguudo tusobola okubyekolera ku ifwe bene. Lwalinga lubino bwe bayidire eno.
Ayo olw'ekitongole kya AJ Twaweza kyatukola bulungi, kyatusomesa, kyatutwala mu training twamalayo ennaku 10, kyabanga kitukola bulungi no, kyatubangula, kyatuyungaku omukisa ogw'okutwegeresa okubiriza otya okolera otya ekitundu, batwegesa okumobilizinga abantu mu bitundu.
However, before breaking ground, they sought consent from the Namwendwa sub-county leadership.
Villages themselves write official request letters and they deliver these letters to themselves. We have roads that are meant to be worked on by the sub-county. We have roads that are meant to be worked on by the district. So we only guide them on who to write to.
Stephen Baguma, the sub-county chief, notes that while government remains responsible for road works, some community-led initiatives like local road maintenance can be undertaken by residents themselves.
Now, for the level of a sub-county, still the criteria is one, if there is a volunteer or a concerned citizen that needs to work out on the road for almost like 3 kilometers fully at the level of a sub-county, that person should come and see the sub-county leadership. They can come and talk to the SACAO, then we plan for that activity. But we have these issues, small issues that we have 1 cup pothole, we have 2, 3. The community members all along in 8 years, we could see that people could gather, do some community work, they organize, they even put some offshoots.
The LOC chairperson of Bunamabugweri, Margaret Namudira, says over 1,800 residents now rely on this community road with tangible improvements in their daily lives, especially in accessing medical care and other services.
Mubate mufune services zimala abantu abatuze bwe kugamba kuba abasawo tebasulawo basula Kamuli abamu basula Namwendwa kakati ng'enkuba weetonya ate oba weekeera kibeera kibi nnyo weetonya ekiro kale abatuuze ne balaba nti ndowooza twekolemu ki omulimu ogwa bulungi bwansi.
Beyond easing mobility, the road has become a vital artery linking 4 districts: Luka, Buyende, Mayuge and Kamuli. This has boosted trade, improved access to services, and created a stronger sense of unity among the people.
Kwamba dwadwena era bona district yedo demerero ku luguudo lulala luno kubanga luli agati ne lujja paka Kamuli paka Idinda ne bano bakozesa abava mu Luwuka nga bajje Idinda bakozesa luno abava mu Kaliro nagayikoke bakozesa luguudo nolulala ne luno.
Abantu batandise ozalira ni mu ngira kubanga okuvaana okutuuka Namwendwa wawanvu. Aye olwamwoyo gwa kino niwe dibasaawa 8 bakutaaku era bakutwala wazalira
Similar community-led projects have also sprung up in nearby Boise, showing how the PAR approach can empower citizens to address their own challenges without always waiting on government intervention.
Designated to be worked on by the sub-county itself, and also there are roads that communities are able to do on their own. For example, roads that are leading to their homes, from their community to a market or places like that. So they are able to know which roads to handle and which ones to pass on to the different authorities. Yes.
Villagers have come together to demand for services, and they have got these services. Yeah, so participatory action research as a project has really helped the communities where we are working to raise and demand for services, to raise and do bulungi bwansi.
Partners, Twaweza East Africa and the AIDS Education Group for Youth AJ, believe this model not only strengthens community, but also eases the government's burden in service delivery.
I can now fully confirm that the wananchi feel part and parcel of the development of their own country and their own communities. So they feel so happy about it for that contribution they are making. 2, now the citizens feel, okay, we do not have to wait for government to address issues that we are facing. We have the ability to address certain things.
Twaweza has shared this initiative in different themes, including infrastructure, climate change, domestic violence, human rights, and more. Amoeva Njuko and Rose Bukira for UBC.
Christians have been urged to embrace politics and support government programs aimed at improving livelihoods. Now, this call was made by leaders from the Pentecostal churches under their umbrella body, the National Fellowship of Born-Again Pentecostal Churches of Uganda, during their annual leadership conference in Kampala.
The leaders under their umbrella National Fellowship of Born-Again Pentecostal Churches of Uganda highlighted the importance of government initiatives such as the Parish Development Model and the Myoga, urging Christians to leverage these programs to improve their communities.
I will implore the country and everyone to be involved into what the government is establishing, like in the PDM and other programs. Please kindly, church, be involved and be beneficiaries of those programs because they're benefiting us. And don't be left behind saying that they are beneficiaries behind there. We are not entitled. We are part of Ugandans.
Bishop Sekate Moses of Jericho Breakers Ministries encouraged born-again Christians to participate in the ongoing political season and take up leadership roles at various levels.
When it comes to the political arena, I would like to advise our politicians that have been called in that field, that as you are standing for positions in the political circle, that go there with the aim, with an intention of being a servant leader. When you involve yourself into many activities that you'd like the community to be involved in, you will win many people's hearts. The votes that you are seeking for do not come from their hands. Votes come from the heart. That's where choices are made from. So show them how to do it and be part of them.
Apostle Robert Kasaija of Redeemed of the Lord Evangelist Church called on leaders to lead by example and avoid unnecessary competition between churches.
Obuweereza si bwaffe era buli ayitibwa abaana okumanya nti obuweereza byeri Katonda. Ng'era bw'obeera n'abakozi wabeerawo manager bw'akuwa omulimu wadde ng'olina ebisaanyizo oba olina okuba nga otuukiriza ebyo ye by'ayagala.
Other Pentecostal leaders who attended the conference promised to put into practice what they have learned.
The believers, I will say the Pentecostal believers, wherever they are, it's okay to participate in politics. I don't see any danger with that. Even ourselves, we are politicians, spiritual politicians. We believe we have a king of kings, and we are his ambassadors. We proclaim the kingdom of God. I'm appealing to all the Ugandans. We can do our politics quietly, politely, and respecting each other. Let us listen to each other's views, ideologies. It's up to us to decide which way to take.
Over 200 Pentecostal church leaders attended the conference. Story compiled by Deborah Namamonde and Viola Nansubuga.
Residents in 6 sub-counties of Bukaya County, Kasanda District, fear losing Bibanja land to unknown title holders. We have the details in this report.
The land is government-owned, but threats of eviction persist despite President Museveni's directive to issue titles to residents.
This land was given to the sitting tenants by the President of the Republic of Uganda in 2022, and from then our citizens have been waiting for land titles, but in vain. We've been waiting for land titles, but we are delayed and disguised by the District Land Board of Kasanda District.
Dudu there, where the land over, I think, 100 acres, people's banana plantations were cut, people's houses were struck down, people's lives were lost, the livestock was destroyed, so it's not a good practice.
That in this constituency we have 30 parishes, and in every parish we have at least 2 land cases. So almost 70% of the population of this constituency, they are struggling, they don't sleep, they don't know what will happen tomorrow.
A meeting at Kagaba Primary School involved RDC Phoebe Namlindwa, State Minister for Lands Dr. Sam Mayanja, and local leaders. Many residents reportedly evicted due to lack of information about their rights.
I always tell the community leaders and people when we have such a gathering to ensure that all of us have a stake to play, or we have a role to play in the Uganda that we want tomorrow. The mother, the child, and also what? And also the family. Because if you do not nurture your child to be able to be responsible in this Uganda, then all of us are bound to drown. So I encourage the religious leaders and the families to ensure that that aspect of humanity and nurturing our people, because these are the leaders we are having tomorrow.
So we are happy that today the minister has handled issues of Chisita, Buchuchuke, Chato, and Busolo, and also Rubali, and Chijuna, where we have 7 LCs on the same land, and in Chijuna, we have 11 LCs on the same land. So that is a significant part of the problems that we are solving, but it is not the end of it all.
A lot of issues concerning land, and findings are saying that even our people who work for us in our office as land office has also contributed to this problem, because there is a delay. They don't tell people that, they don't tell the people the truth, they don't give them attention, they keep on promising day by day.
Minister Mayanja gave the Kasanda District Land Board a deadline to report or face dismissal and urged residents to unite against illegal evictions.
I have authority to dismiss them. I am the one who appoints them. He who appoints can disappoint. The law, I've read the law for you, but I've given them opportunity, and I've asked the RDC to mobilize them. So they are at my office by midday this Friday to ensure that a presidential directive is executed. Not only that, any other matter which they are finding difficult, maybe because they are not being oriented, I will help them to solve it.
Benon Mokwaya and Jamil Sekaja, UBC News.
Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs, Balam Barugahara, commended Help International Foundation for supporting over 600 street and vulnerable children in Jinja. Details follow.
The Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs, Balam Barugahara, has commended Help International Foundation for supporting over 600 street and vulnerable children in Jinja.
They have told me they are United Samaritans from Venezuela, from the US, from the UK, from Uganda, from all parts of the world, who are supporting you to transform you from being street children to being good children and later good citizens of Uganda. I think that is good. I want to thank God for allowing them to invest the little they have in supporting our children.
The minister pledged continued government support and toward projects, including backyard farming initiatives.
It's our responsibility as government of Uganda to provide for the children of Uganda. But then we can't provide everything. When we get good Samaritans like you, Help International, we are very, very grateful. On behalf of the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and on behalf of the Minister of Education and First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni, I'm here to say thank you very much. Nobody should ever charge you money for a license. I'll support you next time you don't go through all the hell.
Foundation directors thanked the government for its support.
This is a school, but it's part of the bigger project called Help International. And apart from the school, we also have lots of other projects within that we may not exhaust today because of time. Thank you so much for this call, but we invest our time in bringing up a holistic child. These children, most of them will be on the streets without this school because they come here for free. We don't charge any tuition for these kids accessing education. And
we have 624 learners.
He also mediated disputes between local rugby clubs.
My coming here was to ensure that the great hippo, ginger, doesn't disintegrate or collapse due to selfishness of some few individuals. So I've reconciled the position of the individuals and I've constituted a team of 7 people to come up with a memorandum which we shall sign on Sunday, and everything will now get to normal.
UBC News Tonight takes a very short break. We return with more stories after these messages.
Big thing about the MTN Super. Wali yakapia musite wali yakapia. MTN kabo the Super mustairompia. Then you kabo the smartphone nebi yakabiryona. MTN kabo the Super mustairompia. Then you can buy the smartphone.
Get the new Kabode Super smartphone and enjoy 16 GB free. Start with a deposit of only 45,000 Uganda shillings and pay the rest mpora in daily installments of less than 1K. You can also make weekly and monthly installments. Together, our vibes are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply. MTN. MTN is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
You got us on your wallet.
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders. June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals. Youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! F-O-B! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
All right, listen up. Colgate is on a mission.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
New Colgate Herbal with Salt combines traditional nature's herbs with a pinch of salt and Colgate Science. a natural recipe for strong teeth and healthy gums.
Welcome back from the break. We're glad you're still with us here in UBC News Tonight. Now, the Karamoja sub-region faces shortages of teachers and schools for children with special needs. Now, currently, only 3 primary schools serve the entire region. Children with special needs often face stigma and limited access to education.
The class when they're teaching, she's just keeping quiet. No one is helping, only seeing.
Karamoja sub-region faces shortages of teachers and schools for children with special needs. Currently, only 3 primary schools serve the entire region.
When a park was created, the district of Moroto constructed a unit with the classrooms for Kangole boys that is hosting the deaf. Kangole Girls Primary is hosting the blind children, and Kangole Girls Primary has the facility to host the blind.
All children in Kabong, those who have special needs, they are annexed to Komkuni Girls. That's a unit, but there is no school which is only purely for special needs like Madera. That these children lack the special need materials like brailers. They are lacking. Those that are there are very spoiled. They cannot repair. The school has inadequate funding. They will only give them 1,500,000 per quarter. The of children of special needs in that school is about 500 children. The enrollment is...
Even for primary, it's not entirely for special needs. It's not there. And then for secondary, all these children get out of Karamoja for secondary education, which is too expensive.
Children with special needs often face stigma and limited access to education.
Normally taken as if they are not children in their families. You find a mother or a father and you ask, how many children do you have? They tell you, I have 5 children plus 1 deaf. Someone tells you, I have 2 children plus 1 blind one.
The deaf, we have few teachers. For the blind, we have some teachers, but they are growing older. They are retiring now.
Now, for example, we have computers that can help them to read. But the teachers are not ready. We do have them here, but the teachers are not.
Education officials outlined government plans to expand inclusive education.
Encouraging schools that enroll learners with severe disabilities to come up with units so that it is a unit operating within a school, a case for Iganga SS. But we
bring a upper hand to Karamoja, where many children out. We need at least, even if it's inclusive, more resources for education of children with special needs. Because education breaks everything. Education changes life.
Pasco Achen, a visually impaired teacher, shared her journey overcoming barriers to education and training future generations.
I was blind, was taken by some good Samaritans. I became a light to the family. I've educated most of my relatives, like nieces, nephews. Some are finished the university, some are working.
NRM youths in Greater Mukono have urged their peers to avoid actions that could disrupt peace in the country or tarnish the image of the party, especially during this election period. Dr. Brenda Chivamwenda, Deputy Commissioner of the National Secretariat for Patriotism Group at State House, made these remarks while launching a new task force in Greater Mukono named the Greater Mukono Resistance Task Force Uganda. She represented the guest of honor, Commissioner Helen Seku, at the event held at Summer Gardens in Mukono.
As Uganda prepares for the 2026 general elections, NRM youths from Greater Mukono, including Buvuma, Mukono, Kayunga and Buikwe districts, have formed the Greater Mukono Resistance Task Force Uganda. The group aims to clean up party wounds, change public perception and strengthen the party's chances in the next election. The task force focuses on increasing public awareness of government programs, highlighting government initiatives, and combating social evils that could defame the party. During the launch, Dr. Brenda commended the youth for their commitment to the party and urged them to avoid divisions, emphasizing the importance of unity to achieve success. She also cautioned the youth against engaging in acts that could threaten national freedom, encouraging them instead to uphold the spirit of patriotism, especially during the election period.
We are happy to be here, and it's been a good job seeing what everybody has been doing. I must say it is good to see the youth come together to come up with such initiatives. And as an office, the Patriotism Office, we are happy to have been part of this launch. The only encouragement is that irrespective of what we have to do, it is our duty as true patriots to protect our country, to guard our country, no matter what.
Ntale John, chairman of the task force, said the initiative was established to restore areas where the party performed poorly in the previous elections and to ensure that President Museveni gains greater support in Greater Mukono.
Tuzze kunoonyeza President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni akalulu. Netutandika eddimu n'okukola strategy ku ground. Buli kyalo nteekayo abantu 15 nga executive. Netusalawo otandika okulaba nga tufuna bafutu soldiers nga ati abo abantu 15 batugattako abantu 150 buli kyalo.
Daisy Sonko Nabatanzi, NRM flag bearer for Mukono municipality, highlighted the challenges faced by campaigners, particularly the lack of funds. Some task force members from Mukono, Kayunga, Buvuma and Buikwe expressed their determination to work tirelessly to keep the party in power, while also requesting support from the president to strengthen their efforts.
Structures must be formulated at the village level and well facilitated such that they can mobilize fully and comb all corners.
So that we agree on how best we can make sure that our president is winning by 80% and above in the coming elections.
We are ready and prepared to mobilize for NRM so that we can win all positions, as we have 14 members of parliament, but as NRM we have only 4. This time around, we are sure we are going to win by 99%.
The State Minister for Higher Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, has flagged off 76 scholars to pursue science-related courses abroad. We have the details.
I would like to request the Honorable Minister of State for Higher Education, representing Mama, the First Lady and Honorable Minister of Education, to officially flag off these scholarship awardees as they head to the 6 countries.
Government has flagged off a group of scholarship beneficiaries to pursue science-related courses in 6 countries of India, China, Thailand, Cuba, the United Kingdom and Hungary.
But the reason why you were chosen for these awards is because the assessors saw potential in you to make Uganda a different country. Congratulations.
The State Minister for Higher Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, explained government's decision of sponsoring these scholars in science disciplines as aimed at accelerating science, innovation and technology transfer.
To recognize the efficiencies of their work ethics and technologies, and also consider how best Uganda can adapt them to enhance our development. To ask those foreign countries to help us with programs that are critical for national development, which we do not have here yet.
The Department of Admission and Scholarships in the ministry is responsible for managing this program, ensuring beneficiaries are well prepared for studying abroad and guiding them on adapting to foreign environments.
So, at the embassies of the countries which have given us the scholarships. So please do as advised, do as counseled, remain focused, and make sure that you do exactly what has taken you to those countries to do, and that is to study. As ministry, we shall continue monitoring you, we shall continue facilitating you.
The department ensures Ugandan attaches in the host countries support scholars upon arrival and ensure their secure stay.
As you go, come back and contribute to the productivity of our economy.
We need you to come back. You're young persons, which is a very good question or component when you talk about the demographics of this country. Young persons who are going to be skilled. And as you go, you show excellence.
The ministry commits of transparency and encourages well-wishers to rely on the ministry's official platforms for accurate information. Those who were unsuccessful in the recent cohort are urged to try again in the next intake.
Uganda's Day Biofarm Limited, under the leadership of celebrated scientist and inventor Dr. Matthias Magola, has achieved yet another historical breakthrough, securing a second landmark approval from the United States Food and Drug Administration. The FDA has endorsed the company's development plan for two cutting-edge GLP-1 agonist biological drugs, liraglutide, marketed globally as Victoza, and semaglutide, widely known as Ozempic.
Not only changing Uganda, but it's changing the whole world. Our patents.
These revolutionary therapies are at the forefront of global medicine with proven potential to combat type 2 diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, liver disease, stroke, and even certain cancers.
Our patents for HIV, for cancer, for malaria, we have a malaria vaccine. These are products, these are sicknesses that, you know, the whole world, including Alzheimer, there's no solution for Alzheimer. These are solutions that the whole world is looking to find it.
This milestone builds on Day Biopharma's earlier FDA success, with Dabepotin Alpha making the Kampala-based company the first in Africa to gain entry into the multi-billion-dollar GLP-1 drug market. With the FDA's written agreement in hand, preparations are now underway for global distribution within 18 months. Currently, GLP-1 agonists are the world's best-selling therapeutic drugs, commanding a market worth over $100 billion annually, with projections reaching $322 billion by 2035.
Nobody is making those in Africa. We are going to be making them for the first time here. So what we are seeing here is 150 acres of land, making starch. We're going to make glucose, we're going to make fructose, maltose, and other excipients.
Experts estimate their broader economic impact could generate more than $1 trillion worldwide.
The country exporting South America, Japan, different countries, because we are strictly follow rules regulation of WHO and GFP guideline. Number one is that this is a pharmaceutical company. Our plan is future in injectable department and finished good department, oncology department, penicillin department. These are the plan of Day Biopharma, because still we are starting generic area. Generic area is that we are preparing tablet manufacturing.
Reacting to the development, Dr. Magola reaffirmed his mission to democratize access to advanced therapies, emphasizing Day Biopharma's commitment to ensuring biological drugs remain affordable and accessible to developing nations.
We are going to make capsules, we are going to make tablets and injectable as well, oncology, small molecule. We have more than 25 products that Cancer Institute has asked us in the offtake agreement to make for them. Then we have other classes which are carbapenem. We're also going to make them right this side. And then we have the APIs, active pharmaceutical ingredients.
With revenue potential estimated at $15 billion a year, Day Biopharma insists this success is not just a corporate victory, but a continental triumph.
What I'm doing in all of these 20 manufacturing units is to create manufacturing capabilities and also bring technology to start making products locally that we can then sell to the rest of the world that need these products. But also contract manufacturing. We want a big pharma to come and make their products here. And when they do that, they pay taxes to government. They create more employment for people that need them. So that's how you develop this country.
The breakthrough firmly places Uganda in the global biotechnology revolution, proving that Africa can compete and excel in high-end pharmaceutical innovation.
I can guarantee Ugandans that for the first time, God has had our prayer. So we are going to make for you vaccines that you have been importing 100%. We are going to make for you drugs that you've just been dreaming about, like biological drugs. We are going to
Founded in Kampala, Day Biopharma continues to spearhead advanced biological and immunological therapies driven by innovation, scientific excellence, and a commitment to global accessibility.
We are going to make for you drugs that have never been made in Africa. Gene therapy, cell therapy, cytokines, peptides. These drugs, they have never been made in Africa. We're going to be making them for the first time here.
Its achievements now position Uganda alongside the world's biotech leaders, strengthening Africa's credibility as a hub for pharmaceutical research, development, and production.
Tetanus, toxoid, measles, polio, BCG. We're also expecting that before the end of the year.
Story by Deo Gracias Abimana for UBC.
This facility is here.
Uganda is facing a rise in heart diseases that is straining families, clinics, and the health system. Experts are linking much of this increase to industrial trans fats in processed foods, and health authorities are working on regulations and education to reduce exposure and save lives.
Cardiovascular conditions are accounting for 1 in 10 deaths, with cases rising sharply between 2007 and 2017.
Cardiovascular disease are the highest contributor towards non-communicable diseases in Uganda and globally. So it is very important that we tackle the issue at its heart and focus our attention to the biggest issue presenting in our diet, one of the biggest threats presenting in our diet.
Experts say trans fats in processed foods are driving the rising trend.
278,000 deaths, according to World Health Organization, annually have been recorded associated with consumption of trans fatty acids, with high intake raising the risk of death generally by 34%, and specifically deaths from cardiovascular diseases by 28%. In Uganda, cardiovascular diseases accounts for 10% of all deaths. That we think that is extremely high, making it the most common non-communicable cause of death in the country.
Science shows trans fats worsen cholesterol, raise heart risks, and cause early death.
We want to encourage the processors to make sure that they use the right technologies so that they don't produce these industrial trans fatty acids. And we work closely with the Ministry of Trade, with the UNBS, and they will take up their responsibilities in making sure that is done.
Recently, media reports on a United Nations draft ban on trans fats are causing confusion.
Such statements are not right, and that the focus, like already said, is on regulating industrially produced trans fatty acids. We are, as a country, working on a regulation to regulate these trans fatty acids, and we are calling and urging government to speed up the process because, like we have seen the statistics, especially at Uganda, from our Uganda Heart Institute, they are alarming.
Stakeholders or actors out there need to understand that our message is about those industrially produced trans fatty acids that have been proven to increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases such as stroke, heart attacks.
We do not believe that there can be a ban on naturally occurring trans fatty acids, including, for instance, the beef that we eat, the groundnuts, the milk, or our locally produced edibles.
Government and stakeholders are drafting rules to cut trans fats and save lives so that Kaye and
Fine Entertainment Group together with MTN present Alive in the Park, the big party on the 12th of September at the Millennium Park, Lugogo. This year's Family Fun Packed Festival features performances by Pompey, Esther Chungu, Teresa Pondo, and your top Ugandan gospel artists. Tickets are 30k ordinary, 70k VIP, and 150k for VVIP.
What of the early bird?
Alibad tickets are available at 20k ordinary and 50k VIP for a limited time. Gates open at 12 p.m. To buy your ticket, dial *165 *20# and buy your ticket from MTN Momo. Alive in the Park is powered by Uganda Airlines, Safe Border, Cooksey Ice Cream, Kampala Serena Hotel, Zeti Inubia, and
MTN. Together, we're unstoppable.
The Namukekera Industrial Trade Show and Bazaar is back. Bigger, better, and bolder. Brought to you by Namukekera Rural Industrial Center and Operation Wealth Creation under the theme Driving Industrialization for Sustainable Growth. From Thursday 28th to Saturday 30th August 2025 at the amazing Liaoshen Industrial Park, Kapeka. Chief guest is General Salim Saleh, Chief Coordinator of Operation Wealth Creation. Entrance is 2,000 shillings per day. Are you a business owner, school administrator, or someone who loves to support local products? This is your event. Enjoy crazy discounts on quality items from Liaoshen Industrial Park and other authentic Ugandan exhibitors from across the country. Stylish fashion garments, shoes and bags, sleek mobile phones and electrical appliances, beautiful ceramics, tiles, durable agriculture tools and equipment, mouth-watering dried mangoes and pineapples, plus so much more. Don't miss performances from Uganda's top artists. To exhibit, call Kapeka, the center for all your quality products.
All right, listen up. Colgate is on a mission.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
New Colgate Herbal with Salt combines traditional nature's herbs with a pinch of salt and Colgate Science. A natural recipe for strong teeth and healthy gums.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Welcome back from that break, and now into business. The Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, in partnership with the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA, has launched the Batch 3 mentorship program for the startup tech companies to help entrepreneurs survive the collapsing stage. While officiating the orientation at the ICT hub in Nakawa, Gladys Nachejwe, a senior ICT officer and intellectual property specialist at the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, highlighted that this is to bridge the gap between research, innovation and a global market.
The training supports startups in reaching global markets and navigating the Death Valley stage, where 90% of tech startups fail.
Batch 3 is what we call post-MVP startup support. Post-MVP, so they already have an MVP, a prototype, and they are trying to get it to market, or they have gone to market, but they want to scale that up to the point where they're making at least $100,000 per year in annual revenues.
The selection criteria prioritize tech companies that are globally competitive and socially relevant.
So we do identify those ones that we believe do have the potential to reach to that goal, and then we do what we call continuous mentorship with these entrepreneurs. We want to see a lot of our products coming from our ecosystem. We want to see lots of our products coming from the universities, coming from the research labs, having these products onto the global scale so that we can have unicorns within the ecosystem that have actually been produced from Uganda.
Beneficiaries shared their tech objectives and expectations from the mentorship program.
LifeX is a health tech social enterprise that is supporting women, basically pregnant and lactating mothers, to understand what proper feeding looks like. And we're doing this by leveraging highly on technology and partnerships. What basically I expect from the UG Connect program is more mentorship. Yes, I've received some mentorship, but knowledge is never harmful. So I expect more mentorship. I expect to expand my connection because it is a Uganda-Japan relationship, and this is meaning of a global stage for LifeX Africa.
The initiative is part of the Ugandan-Japan Connect program, a Japan-funded project designed to catalyze Ugandan digital solutions, create jobs, and boost Uganda's competitiveness in the global tech ecosystem. Winnie Ainebabas Katire, reporting for UBC.
All right, listen up. Colgate is on a mission.
It's kind of a big thing. Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
New Colgate Herbal with Salt combines traditional nature's herbs with a pinch of salt and Colgate Science. A natural recipe for strong teeth and healthy gums.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala, 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
And now into sports. Uganda's quarterfinal opponents, Senegal, have arrived ahead of Saturday's African Nations Championship showdown at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole.
Clad in their great tracksuits, the Championship of African Nations reigning champion Senegal national football team arrived with pomp at Entebbe International Airport last night. It was received by the local organizing committee's public relations manager, Mark Namanya.
Senegal are the champions, let's not forget, and so they're the holders. And when they arrived, they looked confident, they were calm, they were happy to be in the country. I spoke to their leader of delegation, who is also the vice president of the Senegalese Football Federation, one Sidi Lo Papa, and they say that they're happy to come to Uganda. They were happy with the Crane Band, which received them at the airport. All their players and officials took their cameras out to record the performances of the Crane Band, and they said that this is what Africa is all about. They felt that they were where they belong, and Uganda reminded them so much of Senegal. So it was happy that we scored on that card as being very, very good hosts. So they are quite a sizable team. Senegalese are famed for being giants, and I could tell that they are giants. There are some very huge physical specimens. So obviously our boys have their cut out. But we are playing at Nambole. We are playing before 40,000 fans, and I think all I can say with absolute certainty is that it's going to be a wonderful spectacle come match day, because you're going to have a team which has been pushed together with a very, very resolute spirit against arguably one of the best, if not the best teams on the continent. So it will be a very good game come Saturday.
Senegal finished second in Group D to set up a quarter-final date against the Cranes this Saturday at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole. The two sides are played in a pre-tournament friendly that was won 2-1 by the Uganda Cranes in Tanzania. In other quarterfinals, Kenya plays Madagascar and Tanzania faces Morocco on Friday, with the other Saturday tie having Sudan and Algeria in Zanzibar City.
The Victoria Pearls, Uganda's women's senior cricket team, is set for Windhoek, Namibia, where they will take part in the ICC Women's Division 1 T20 World Cup Qualifier Africa from the 31st of August to the 6th of September 2025. A squad of 14 players led by Captain Janet Mbabazi that has both seasoned players like Konsi Aweko and Imi Nachsui and under-19 recruits like Naomi Amongin will be playing a tournament for a slot in the Global T20 Women's World Cup qualifier to be played in Nepal later this year. Uganda has made it to the global qualifiers 2 times before, but has never made it to the T20 Women's World Cup. Uganda will play Kenya, Rwanda and Tanzania in Group B for a slot in the semis and will need to reach the finals to make it to the global qualifiers. The top 2 sides in the group will move on to the semi-finals, but only the teams that meet in the final will earn 2 slots to the global qualifiers. And with that, UBC News Tonight has come to an end. Thank you so much for your company. Do enjoy the rest of the evening and much more of UBC Television's programming. I'm Lauryn Masika Kazimoto. Good night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics Census Report of 2016, in Uganda, 12.4% of the population, about 4.5 million, live with a disability. Limited access to ICT and assistive technologies increases digital disparities, prompting UCOSAF's aim to promote digital inclusiveness for persons with disabilities. The ICT for People with Disability program aims to improve the accessibility of education and technology for persons with disabilities and promote their full and effective participation in society. UCOSAF is implementing this program through the creation and maintenance of an online observatory for persons with disabilities intended to link persons with disabilities with service providers and different programs that empower them and